Lesson book 14 and 15. We're talking about interval of a sixth. The interval of a sixth, it means that you're measuring your the space between two notes. For example, you have a C note and then you have an A note. We call it's an interval of a sixth. Why is it sixth? Because if you count all the keys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that comes to the 6 names of the notes. C, D, E, F, G, A. Total of 6 notes. So we say between C and A, it's a sixth. If you look at the page 14, they're talking about the keys right here, how to recognize it on the keyboard, but also how to recognize it by just looking at the music. So for example, you have E here. Let's just say, assume it's a treble clef. So it's an E, and then you have a C note. So you see the first note is on the line, and then the second note is between the lines. So that's a sign of sixths. As you know, there are a few other intervals that also have this sign. For example, interval of a fourth. If you go from this note to that space, that would be interval of a fourth. But you can see the sixths is a larger interval. It's wider. Okay? And then this first warm-up song, Sixth Hour, it's actually practicing how to play that sixth. So you start with the fifth here. It's C and G. And then you have C and A. So you have to move your pinky a little bit higher. And then you go, second measure, you go back to the C and G. And how else can you make it wider? Well, by moving your first finger lower. So B and G, it's another sixth. So fifth, sixth, fifth, sixth. And then you're practicing the same thing in left hand. So that's your exercise on page 14. And now let's talk about your Boxcar Rumble. This song also based on these two intervals. It's a fifth, starts your song on the fifth. It's C and G. Well, it's actually G and D. G and D, and then G and E, G and D. So that's your starting notes. So, and then right hand is going to be a little bit farther up. It starts with the B and G. Okay, so I'm going to start from the very beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's how your Boxcar Rumble sounds. Things to watch out for. You will have to practice your sixth pattern going down right here. So it starts like this, and then you go sixths down. You maintain the same space between the two notes. So you arrive to measure 7 like that, and then you go B flat. It's another sixth, but just a little bit wider. And then go back up here, okay? And I think if you just carefully count your eighth notes as well, that would be great. And also watch for the dynamics. This is Boxcar Rumble. It's the imitation of the train that comes closer and then moves away. All right, well, happy practicing.